Hey guys, it's Luna here. Welcome to this Forza Horizon 3 video. Today we're going to be talking about fans. Quite a lot of you guys have asked me in the comments of some of my Forza videos how to get fans quickly and how I managed to get so many fans quickly, because I have had quite a lot of fans in a pretty short space of time, and I will tell you exactly how I did that. So in this video, if you do find it helpful, don't forget to leave a like. I will appreciate that, and it helps me out a lot. So obviously there are plenty of ways to get fans. You can complete different PR stunts, or you can just do races, and it's going to be actual championships is the way that we will get fans. Quite a good way to get fans. If you checked out my how to get good XP, SP and money video, you get pretty decent amount of fans from that race, so you can check that out. But in this one, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our map here. And you can pretty much use any race, but I'm going to use the 3 from the Outback area. And what we're going to do is we're just going to choose 3 really short races. Now these races will pretty much finish in under a minute. But you can actually do the method I did when I was kind of building up to this. Because I'm pretty much finished the game, I'm just playing the same 3 races over and over. But you can do this with any event. It will take a bit longer, but you can choose to do any race. And what you want to do is you want to select a race, and you want to start a championship, but you want to go to blueprints. So I'm going to go to the championship race right here. This one, it says cross track scramble, and it's in the Outback. So we can still there, we can set up our championship, and I'm going to go championship here, and I'm going to start a blueprint. And what we're going to do is we're going to choose hypercars so you can finish the race as quick as possible. And you can just, if you don't have a hypercar, then just choose the fastest car that you have. We're going to go to route select, and we're going to get rid of all of these. So you can get rid of any one that you don't need. I'm pretty sure that's it. So we're going to have this race here we'll start with. You're going to need to have 3 races minimum. So we need that one there. And we're going to select 1 lap. So we can go to confirm. We can change this one to 1 lap. Confirm. And we're going to choose this one. But what I was looking for is these all have, they're not the shortest races. Like this one over here I think is probably the shortest. You can see it's just a tiny amount, but it has a lot of corners, so it doesn't actually take as quick a time as these races here, especially if you're in a hypercar. So we've selected cross track scramble, Cooper Petty scramble, and I'm going to choose this one here, the highway circuit. But you can choose one that's a bit shorter than that if you want to, especially if you've unlocked the skill to travel anywhere in the map. Then you can choose any other event, so you won't have to travel there. But if you don't have that, then this is a pretty good one, because all these races are quite close to each other. So we're going to choose this one. We're going to change that to 1. And you have to have a minimum of 3 events, like I said, to get the fans. So we'll just go to resume. We'll create our blueprint. And there we go. So we have 3 events. And the reason that we get 3 events is because it will give you a bonus amount of fans for completing the event. So I'm just going to choose my car here, and I will show you this race just a little bit. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to skip ahead to the end of all 3 races, and I will tell you exactly how much time it's taken to complete all 3. But you will see this race here actually takes you less than a minute to complete, and the other ones take around a minute as well. So you're getting these amount of fans in around 3 minutes time. Now obviously it's quite difficult to determine how many fans you get, because depending on what stage of events that you've upgraded throughout the map, you get a different amount of fans. So I'm on the final stage of my final event to upgrade up to level 5, and I get around 125,000 fans every time. But that's the maximum amount of fans I can get for pretty much any event, whether it's a race, a championship, or a PR stunt. So this method will give you the maximum amount of fans possible for an event, no matter what level you are. So you can kind of describe it that way. So this is probably not as fast as, say, something like doing a speed camera or something like that, or a drift zone, but the difference is you only get fans for those events one time, while this one can be repeated as many times as you want to. And that is exactly what I've been doing to get fans quickly. If you want... Oh, I almost crashed there. If you want to... Not my fastest time, probably because I was talking, but it was 1 minute for that race. Now what you can't do in this method, unfortunately, is some of the races require you to do kind of like a predetermined championship race. So this one here, I've done this one as a championship in a blueprint, but it doesn't have a gold bar kind of along it because I haven't done it the way that they've wanted me to do it, which is using their car and doing 3 laps minimum. So what you can't do is choose the championships to unlock while you go. You know, you can't just choose 10 events, change them all to your easier one lap blueprint and then have them unlock. So you can only do this choosing the championship that they choose for you using different cars and 3 laps. Or you can do this way to get quick fans and you can go back and do all these races once you've finished the game, which is what I'm going to do. A lot of people prefer to do that, you know, get all the XP, get all the fans, and then go back and just do things later in the game. So that one race took 1 minute. We're going to go ahead and do the Cooper Petty Scramble, and I will skip ahead and you will see me just at the end of the highway circuit. Alright guys, so I've completed the second race, I'm on to the third one now, and I don't know, around 50 seconds, so it was pretty quick, and we are on to the final one. Now, the good thing about doing these races is you get them done pretty quick, just the straight ones, but there is a plus side to doing the ones that are a lot more corners, like the races I showed you to begin with. They are much smaller, but they have a lot of corners, so you might not finish them in as quick a time as these, but the benefit of having done those races is, of course, you get loads of skill combo points, so you get a good amount of skill score. So if you want to unlock stuff and you're looking for those skill points, it may be good to actually do some of those races. What's actually a fun way to do is if you set up 10 events, if you won't get bored doing the same races over and over, you can set up 10 events so you don't get bored. But for me, I'm just doing these 3 over and over. And also, you guys, you don't even have to win the races or the championship to get the maximum amount of fans, so that's pretty good. So we've done those races. I've done that one in 1 minute 4. That one's probably the longest out of all of them, which we expected. And as you can see, once we get to the end, the championship is complete. We get our credits, we get our XP. But what we do get is we get a regular amount of fans. We actually get a little bit extra, but we get the fans for completing the championship as well. So it's pretty much like completing 4 races. And of course, the more races you do, the more fans you get. So if you do a 10 events, I'm pretty sure I get around 600,000 fans. It works out pretty much the same whether I do 3 events or 10. It just scales up. So I don't believe you get any more fans for doing the 10 events than you do for 3, although it might be a bit less boring than just playing the same 3 over and over. So anyway guys, that is how I managed to get fans quickly. It's not like some secret method or anything, but I have had people ask me the quickest way, and I believe that is the quickest way in order to get fans. You can choose the straight races where you can do them a bit quicker, but you don't get as many fans because you won't get kind of skill bonus fans. Or you can do the ones with all the corners. I don't prefer to do those because I have a hypercar, obviously, and I want to use my hypercar, and I don't like using them in races where there's loads of corners, and you might go a bit slower than these races. But you do get the skill fans and the skill points. So that is it, guys. If you enjoyed this video and you found it useful, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be working on some upcoming videos. I'm obviously still uploading the bucket list challenges, but I'll be uploading some videos on how to get quick XP, money, fans, and skill points as well, highlighting how to get those quicker, other than the videos I already have up. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I will see you all next time.